we really followed SOP. When the first MCO started, it was quite a bad thing for the filming industry, anything that's related to any sort of shooting of production, it was bad. When the MCO was then relaxed, still there was no news, and then a month or two later, then we got news that we could go shoot with SOP. People started making their own SOPs, trying to see what, or maybe this is right, or we referred to the British SOP, the Singaporean SOP, and then we tried making our own SOP, and then finally we came to an SOP that was agreed upon by the government. Now, which meant whenever we went out shooting, we have to shoot with SOP. And this SOP that has been put before us has costs. Sepatutnya the TV stations would then help out by giving the extra costs for SOP to the production, but that didn't happen. Right? Even what was said to be government's bantuan to or help to the industry pun, I didn't see it happen. Even until right now, I don't hear of companies getting awarded for suffering during the MCO. You know, whatever work that has not happened during the MCO and jobs were lost. For those of us who still survived, once the dust started to clear, what happened is we went out shooting. My adventures during shooting during the pandemic era and during PKP was quite, I would say, challenging, because, for example, your shoot times have been reduced. Now, dalam film, we either shoot day scenes or night scenes. Right? Day scenes not so bad, because you start in the morning, you end up in the evening, and then you're done. The night scenes you shoot from 7 to 7. So 7 in the evening to 7 in the morning, which means you go through 12 hours of night time, right? But we have to stop shooting by 10, which means instead of one day to shoot a couple of scenes, we need 2 days to shoot those scenes. So the time also is increased. Now, depending on what kind of budget you're at, each day you add for a shoot could be costing you up to 70,000-80,000 ringgit per day. And we were doing a big film, which required traveling, which required it required for us to do a lot of things in public together, So first thing that we had to look at is re-look at the script again. So mana scenes involving too many people, how can we make this into a scene that will make sense to us if there's not that many people? Or do we need CGI to make it look like there's a lot of people? We really followed SOP. Everybody has a camera up, the public, which they can just snap a photo, send it to the police, send it to the cops, or whatever, saying, this group is not adhering to SOP.
So the risk was higher.
The risk was higher. So what we did was we had to do barricades so that people don't come near us. Satu is not come near us so that they don't risk our set. So we decided that, look, we've got some of the top stars in the country working on our film. They need to be protected, right? So, and we cannot afford suddenly one person kena COVID, we are shut down, and we can't afford to shut down. You must budget at least 30% more for your SOP to do whatever needs to get done. Maknanya, we had a full-time security team taking care of the borders so people don't enter. So we had we had to have our own base, so that this base ni is secured from other people. And then
Sorry, can you explain more about base?
base is where all our it's like our circus lah, where all the trucks are.
Okay.
So the base has the makeup, wardrobe, props department, all set up there. Okay, selalunya we can just shoot. Our base is at the set, but we cannot have the base at the set because of SOP. So the base has to be, somewhere else.
So it's logistics as well.
Logistics satu. That means you're renting the base as well. But now we're doing Hollywood lah. Basically, we have to do Hollywood style by necessity, because this is what the SOP is, then we have to do it that way, which is good if this can be put into practice actually. Then this becomes the norm where you build the base and whatever. Cuma it's expensive lah. Like I said, kita orang punya rough calculation of based on what we did is about an increase of 30% of the budget. One thing I am grateful of the pandemic is the fact that it's forced the hand of the government to make certain rules, which makes us have to change.
The practitioners.
The practitioners need to change, but in order for the practitioners to change, the studios need to change, the TV stations need to change, because they need to understand you can't get the same type of thing that you got away with before for the price that you ask.